This is David Lee with your MOEP Legislative Update Snapshot for Week 5. This week was difficult for a variety of reasons, but we held our ground, supported folks who needed it, and will continue to move forward with our vision for the future. For the House, the Elementary and Secondary Education Committee voted out House Bill 2710. It's a report card and other accountability measures for school districts. Most Democrats voted against it, and we do not support it as written. They also voted out a substitute for House Bills 2120 and 1698, combining one bill that will cover anti-bullying, which Representative Black will handle. The committee voted it out, 20 yes and 2 present, 0 no's. It can be amended on the floor, which could be good or bad, and we will watch it very closely to ensure that there will be no, quote, sincerely held faith belief, end quote, carve outs, as one advocate has recommended. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. Finally, they voted out a sub for 2872, a literacy bill. Offline negotiations and discussion left the 3 queuing system as a tool for educators, but the science of reading is the model which teacher education programs will teach. There are reservations around the retention piece still, but the committee voted it out unanimously, and we look for amendments on the floor. The full chamber this morning voted out a substitute for House Bill 2033. Schmidt will handle the bill, and it's crossed over to the Senate, or it will. It was voted out along party lines. This bill removes the sunset on transgender health care on the ban. It will make the ban for minors permanent. Perfection debate earlier this week and the third read final vote debate this morning was difficult to listen to. If there are folks and or families in your lives impacted by this rhetoric and these votes, send them love and let them know they are fabulous as their authentic selves, and MOEP, and they are not alone. MOEP and others stand with them. We put out an urgent call to action this morning to contact your representative, and I apologize for the typo that was in it. For the Senate, the Education Committee voted out a sub for Senate Bills 971, and 906, the open enrollment bills. Most of the discussion on that bill was from the committee was from the lack of notice given for the sub, which is 40 pages. We are still evaluating it ourselves. Senator Trent will be the handler. They also voted out 1002, Schnelting's bill moving board elections to November. Both of those bills were voted out along party lines. Tuesday, the Senate Education Committee also heard Senate Bill 1085, a bill by Nicola that would require forced outing of students who are socially transitioning. School personnel would be prohibited from, quote, encouraging this, using preferred pronouns, preferred names, calling out, noticing clothing changes, whatever. Even if the family is supportive of the transition, penalties for non-notification of parents within a very tight timeline include civil lawsuits, termination, and loss of certificate. We traveled to Jeff City and joined the opposition, which was 2-1. In person, we had even more emails sent in. This bill took most of the time of the hearing. It was incredibly contentious and hurtful to those who came to speak their lived experiences. With just 13 minutes left for the hearing, Senator Bratton, the chair, said they would have time for just one more bill, and we weren't monitoring the one he called, so we left with the bulk of the gallery. However, we found out that they used that 13 minutes to hear 3 more bills, including Senate Bill 1300 by Bratton, a bill increasing firearms in schools by expanding the SPO program. We submitted what would have been our testimony via email, but are unsure if that will be included in the record. And the chamber didn't debate any bills we're monitoring, but the gifted education bill from the House was introduced in the Senate and awaits committee assignment. Looking ahead to week 6, please note Monday is a holiday, so the session will reconvene on Tuesday the 16th, so hearings might be moved around some. For the House, no bills we are currently monitoring are on any agenda yet. That's probably going to change. For the Senate, the Education Committee will convene at noon on Tuesday and hear SB 1238, Senator Schroer's bill. This was the Teach Positive Impacts of Religion on American History bill that will be removed from week 5's agenda. Was removed from week 5's agenda 5 minutes prior to the hearing. We'll travel to oppose it again. Senate Bills 1194 and 1653 are accountability bills similar to the one in the House. We'll oppose those. And they will also exec out 1085, the Forced outing bill. If I were a betting person, I'd bet it will go out on party lines and there might be a sub dropped at the last minute. I know that this is a lot of information. It's just that time of the session, though. So thank you so much for your engagement and support. It really does make a difference.